Hey guys, it's Dante Verse 45 here again with another video review. And of course, what I have in front of me is the Tekken 3 action figure. Of course, you can see here that there's 4 characters on the back of the packaging: Yoshimitsu, Heihachi, True Ogre, and Devil Jin. But I did post a community on my channel. Of course, I don't want to spoil it for you to, it'd be better if I just show you with my video review what I have with Yoshimitsu, his Tekken 3 design. Yeah, so the reason why I don't want to spoil it for you is because I want to surprise you. Yes, it's based off on his Tekken 3 design. He also reused this design from the Tekken Tag Tournament, and again with Street Fighter Cross Tekken. It's a crossover game only under Capcom's name. Of course, he only has 3 accessories, 2 swords, and display base. You can see it right here. My thumb, where my thumb is. Yeah, so this was sculpted by Tetsui Chiro Kazuya. Yeah, so there's the Tekken 3 logo. Again, here's the, sculptor that made the figure. I mean, yeah, it looks, it looks really good in packaging. Even the design for Yoshimitsu too. Even with his 2 swords and display base, there's even a bit of a little instruction how to insert the swords in his hands. Yeah, I mean, I know that the package is yellow. It's almost a lot like the Force Law figure that I reviewed 7 months back. So it's a lot like that. Although that the packaging itself is, about ready to well, it has some wear and tear on it, but it looks as if it's about to, I mean, it looks open. So, which is why I'm just gonna open up and review them right about now. Alright, so I got them out of the box, and once again, like all my other previous figures that I've unboxed, is really in great condition, even for a figure that came out in 1999. Even the same year when Tekken Tag Tournament came out in the arcades. So yeah, it's really good, detailed and designed from its counterpart from Tekken 3 and Tag Tournament. So it's it's a really good representation of Yoshimitsu from the earlier games. Although I have been, for 4 months ago, I have been posting Tekken videos on my PS3 and the PS2. Yeah, and it actually helped me a bit to gain a bit more subscribers because some people like some of that old nostalgia video games from the late 90s and the early 2000s. And see that he has 2 swords right here. So, and yeah, 2 swords. It looks like it's like the color is fading, but I don't think it is. I was hoping that these swords would glow in the dark because in the games they are like pure green. And what's funny is that he only used 1 sword in the earlier games. In the later games, he uses two of them whenever he needs to. Yeah, so the swords right here, it's really good detailed. And here's the display base right here, Tekken 3. Of course, it's got some of that stickers, things that hold the display base. So that when you put the figure on this display base on the paintball, it won't fall off with if you have the stickers attached to the the table or wherever. Yeah, and I'm not gonna put I'll put him on the display base because see, he's at that tiny little peg right here. I think he can easily break off if you actually put his foot on there. So to me, Yoshimitsu stands perfectly fine. So yeah, I don't think you actually need a display base for this. Only if you want to. So yeah, and before I get to the few of his articulations and inserting his swords with his hand, just want to show you something real quick. Yeah, I think if you can see it, there's instructions, putting the swords in his hand. So just a quick instruction right there. Yeah, so first the articulation, not really much. This is just only actually made as a statue. I mean, so he only has like 5 articulations. So just the head. Yeah, it goes. I don't know if it can go all the way 360. Yeah, so that's actually good. And on the arm too. Yeah, it's I wouldn't say it's stiff, but it's kind of strong when you rotate his arms like that. And this one too. And some of his his upper legs, they rotate too. That peg pull right there. Yeah, so that's actually really good. So yeah, and I've been posting a lot, for the past few months, Tekken gameplay. I've actually wanted to do that since ever since YouTube came. In the 2000s. Yeah, of course I really wouldn't know how to actually post videos on YouTube back then. So yeah, and I'm actually hyped for Tekken 8. I mean, I know that it comes out next year. So yeah. I'm actually more interested in like the lore of Tekken story more than the fighting. So yeah, so of course I know that Jin is my favorite character, and there's also 3 more characters that I like that are my favorite. Of course, the only 3 females that are my favorites are Xiaoyu, June, and Asuka. Yeah, so they actually got some pretty decent movesets in their Tekken. So yeah, and Yoshimitsu here, there still looks really good. His design overall, it's flawless, really. I mean, yeah, it's actually still really good. I mean, I know that the company that made this put in a lot of work to do all of this, and I've got to give props to the sculptor that made this figure. Yeah, and even his face. If I can just hold on, if I can zoom it real quick. Yeah, so his face, almost looks like a oh, or he looks like a skull, but he's supposed to be I don't know, a mix of a samurai and a ninja. And he does have his own organization. It's the Manji clan. So yeah, it's actually so good. Got the licensing on his pants. So yeah, I'm just gonna zoom back out. There you go. Yeah, and just real quick, I am gonna be putting his swords in his hands real quick. So give me like a second. All right, so I popped the swords in his hands, and they actually fit in really well. They're like, yes, a tight grip on the swords. And, like I said before, they're nicely detailed, and yeah, and it looks really accurate to the games, his counterpart in the games. So yeah, I mean, it's still really good condition. It's just only meant for display. So again, if you're a Tekken fan like I am, I would recommend getting these figures, even though if you can find them at a cheap price. I always buy my figures on eBay. This I got him on I would just probably consider it as a late birthday gift to myself. So yeah, and I've actually been wanting to do this review for a while now, ever since I got it. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this review. I mean, there's really not much to say. I mean, it's a really good looking figure. I would give this like an overall 10 out of 10. It's it's still good, even to have in your collection. I know that many of us like to collect action figures, mostly based off on comic book movies or in general from comic books, and from anime, video games, like yourself. Yeah, even though I did see him in Tekken Bloodline, but only as a cameo, so I know mainly the story for Tekken Bloodline focuses on Jin's lineage, his story. Yeah, because he's always been the main protagonist since Tekken 3, of course, then onwards. Yeah, well, once again, I'm hyped for Tekken 8. It comes out next year, which also marks the 30th anniversary of Tekken for next year. So yeah, and I don't think I need to say it again, but it's still it's really good. I mean, I would really recommend getting it, but then again at a cheap price, because I know these figures like this are pretty rare, expensive, hard to find, and So yeah, I mean, like I said, nothing much to say. I actually kind of really like this figure. So yeah, so I just wish that he stopped changing his costumes, like drastically in every game that he's in. Yeah, so it's, I know, it just, to me, it sounds kind of ridiculous. So yeah, it'd be better if he just had this on again. Although he did wore, again, the last time he wore this was in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. So I mean, it's a good game, but you know, Tekken Tag 2 was actually a bit better than Street Fighter Cross Tekken, in my opinion. Yeah, so I was actually, you know, surprised that he wore his costume again in that game. It was like the third time he's worn this. Yeah, and you know, that pretty much, you know, it's pretty much it. That it kind of wraps up my whole review of Yoshimitsu. So if you want to, you know, well, before I end this video, I still want to sell my figures on eBay. You know, I'm not even in Dragon Ball anymore, and same thing goes for Mortal Kombat. So I want to sell these on eBay, Dragon Ball and Mortal Kombat. So like, comment, subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next video.
Don't forget to subscribe!